Good morning students, how are you all? Hope you are fine with the grace of the Almighty God. Students, we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter 1 from book 1, and our topic of the chapter is computer memory and storage device. So, I'll be teaching you class 4 computer science. So, you see, let's get to start, and what is the focus of the chapter is that what we are going to learn, okay, what we are going to learn in this chapter is about the memory, primary memory, binary digits, secondary memory. So we are going to learn about the memory, primary memory, binary digits, secondary memory. So we should know that the computer means if you give any input, the computer will accept the input, okay, will process it and will give us the output. For example, if you want to take, say example of a printer, take example of a printer. If you want to give the output of a something photograph, you can say. If you want to give the output of the photograph, then what will you do? Then first the cameraman will click the photos, okay, the photo of you, okay, a photo of anyone. Then the cameraman will give the photo and will save it into the computer. When you give it to print, the printer will process it. Okay, when processing is done, then the printing will be given, and the printing is given means the output is on the way. You are going to get the hard copy. Suppose the cameraman, when he will give the photo into the computer, can you touch it? No, you cannot touch it. But when you will get the output, you can touch it. You can have the output on your hand, the hard copy. Okay, the hard copy will be output. So from this example, we can understand that the computer accepts the input, gives us the output by processing. Okay, so what does the computer do? The computer accepts the input, processes it and gives us the output. So one more example if I give you, then take the example of washing machine. Okay, you want to wash your clothes in the washing machine. What you will do in that case? Suppose if you want to wash your clothes in the washing machine, you have given your clothes inside the washing machine, and so you will give a detergent. Okay, when you will give the detergent, after that you will put a water. Now you have already started, washing machine has already started to wash the clothes, means the washing machine is processing the work which you have given to washing machine. Now your work is processed. After that, washing machine will wash the clothes and clean the clothes, then we will make it dry and will give it to you. Means the output is given. Input, cloth was given, processing when the cloth was cleaning, okay, then processed or output is what? Means when the cloth became washed and you got the cloth. This is simple example is there. Okay, one more example if you like. For example, you want to take that, what is the input, process, output? You want to press. Okay, you want to press a cloth. You want to press a cloth. Then what you will do? First, you will take the cloth. You will make the iron hot. Okay, when you are pressing the cloth. Okay, when you are pressing the cloth, that is processing. And when your cloth is pressed and it is ready to wear. Okay, so your output is given that you are ready, right? You can wear it. Okay, so that is called input, process, output. Okay, so IPO, this is actually a cycle. IPO is a cycle, like water cycle you get in science. So IPO is also cycle, input, process, output. So whatever the input you give to the computer, it will give the output to you. So input, process cycle, what called input, process, output is there. So you must know that the computer functions with the help of computer peripherals, which are having, the computer has a different peripherals or devices you can say, which help us to give the IPO, input, process and output. Okay, suppose if you want to listen the music, okay, then what you will do, you will download the music and will save it to the computer. Okay, or what you will do, suppose you will download it or you will bring it from pen drive and you will save it in the computer. Next, when you play it, you need what kind of device you need? Output devices you need in order to play it. Yes, you need the output device in order to play the computer song or memory. Now when you are playing the computer song or in the computer you are playing the song or video you are playing, then what the computer is doing? The computer is playing it, but with the help of what? But with the help of what? The question is this. With the help of what? It will play the what called music with the help of speakers which are fixed okay, which are fixed or outside the computer, which are attached outside the computer. Okay, nowadays home theater is also there, speakers, big machine speakers are there, people means they are getting the DJ box also. What they are doing, the input they will give what? The songs. Output is what? The song they can listen. Okay, so that will be the input, process and output. The next is what? Computer you see. This is a computer screen if you say. What does the computer screen, why it is called input or output device? When you want to watch a video, you play it. Input is what? You want to play the video. The output is what? The computer is playing the video. So input, process, output is there. So there are different devices is there. All these devices are connected to what? CPU. Okay. The CPU is also called the brain of the computer. Okay. So CPU is also called the brain of the computer, and the CPU, the full form of the CPU is Central Processing Unit, and UPS is Uninterruptible Power Supply. You must know it. What is the full form of the UPS and CPU? CPU full form is Central Processing Unit, and UPS full form is Uninterruptible Power Supply. If you take difference between CPU and UPS, then you will get the difference that the Central Processing Unit is the brain of the computer, and it will help you to do all the works that are related to the computer. Now suppose you know that the human body and the human is controlled by what? Our brain, by head. Okay, but if our brain or head will not be there, even I also cannot speak to you. If I am speaking to you, it is all about my brain and my head. Okay, so it is all about my brain. All the memories are stored in where? In my brain. So the brain of the computer is the CPU. Even I want to move my hand in which way? Okay, if I want to move also, if I am standing also today, it is the brain is commanding the body. Okay, the brain is controlling the body, that you stand up, you move your hand, you do like this, you express you with the help of showing the hand. Okay, so it is all about your hand, means brain. Sorry, it is all about your brain, which your body functions. Now, in the same way, if you take then, it is all about the computers. You can say that it is all about the computer's brain, that is CPU, where means all the functions are being run. Okay, the computer's functions are being run with the help of the brain of the computer, that is called the CPU, which is the full form is the Central Processing Unit. So you understood about this. I hope that you understood about this, and if you have any query or something, just you say me or you call me up, and you can call and say me. Then next you will get the memory. If you say about the memory, the part of the computer which had a storage capacity is known as a memory, and the memory enables the computer to store data, instructions and the information in the computer. Data can be described as the facts, figured, words and so on which we want the computer to work. Instructions can be described as commands which instruct the computer to work on the given data. Information can be described as the result or the output which can be given by the computer. So what is given here? Three things are given in here, that is data, instruction and the information. So the part of the computer which makes the storage capacity is known as a memory. Now, what is the memory, or what is the memory of the computer? Is that the memory of the computer is the brain. Okay, the brain is the memory of the computer, and the memory enables the computer to store the data. Yes, as we are doing whatever the work, you think of that, whatever the work you have done in the morning onwards to till now, you will remember it with the help of what? Your memory, right? Your memory will help you to store all the informations in the brain, and also the memory will give you the instruction. The brain will give you the instruction that what you need to do the next. Okay, suppose my classes is going on. After this my class, then whose class will be there? You need to be ready for that. Means your brain is giving order to you that you must be ready. Even you are being prepared for it, right? Instructions are given, and information is also there that the next class is going to be taken by the next subject teacher, and he is going to teach what subject, which subject. Okay, this is the kind of the memory, instruction, data. Okay, data is all about the information. You must know. What is data? Data is the information. Okay, instruction is the way how you will say that you need to do this thing that way. Okay, and information is all about you are collecting the data. Data and information is the same time. Now data is it describe the facts in the figures and the words and so on which we want the computer to work. If we are, suppose if you want, why data is required into the computer, okay? If you want the data, each and everything has a data, you can say. Even I came here, I am working here, which period I will go next, where I need to go next, all have been recorded in the office. So each and everything are maintaining that data, okay? So the data is very essential thing, very important thing. So the data can be described as a facts, figures and the words and so on which we want the computer to work. What is that? Whatever the computer we want to work, like we want the computer to work in this way or that way, the instruction if we want to give, then also we need what? We need data. Then the instructions, if we say that the method of doing something or the way to do something is said by the instruction. So instruction can be described as the commands which instruct the computer to work on the given data. The informations can be described as a result or the output which is given by the computer. As I told, now informations. Now informations can be built with the help of the results, the output which are given by the computer. So you may understand this one about the data instruction and the information if you listen it carefully. So I hope that the students, everyone is listening to me. Okay, students, I hope that you are listening to me. Okay. So you see the binary digit is there. Now next is we are going to learn about the binary digits, and the computer works only with the two digits, that is 0 and 1. These digital are known as the binary digits or the bits. Okay, the data which we put into the computer is first converted into the 0s, that is then, and 1s, 1 second, 0 second to 1 second. So that the computer can understand it. The smallest chunk of the information with which the computer can work is known as a bit. A computer language which can be separated by bits is known as a binary language. So 8 bit is equal to 1 byte and bytes is donated to B. The memory of the computer is represented into the bytes. The higher the units of the measuring the memory. 1 kilobyte or KB is equal to 1024 bytes. 1 megabyte or MB is equal to 1024 KB is equal to 1024 into 1024 bytes. 1 gigabyte or GB is equal to 1024 MB is equal to 1024 into 1024 into 1024 bytes. 1 terabyte or TB is equal to 1024 GB or is equal to 1024 into 1024 into 1024 into 1024 bytes. 1 petabyte or TB is equal to 1024 TB, that is tetrabyte. TB full form is tetrabyte, okay, and is equal to 1024 into 1024 into 1024 into 1024 into 1024 bytes. So we must know that all, okay. So this actually, the students, I will give you the homework that you have to learn this one, okay. The table which is shown in the page number 3, you have to learn this and you have to remember about it, okay. So next you see that the computer works only with the digits. We must know one thing, that the computer understands only the, means you can understand that the computer only understands the binary digits, that is the binary language which is called the 0 and the 1. The computer only understands the binary language, okay. Nothing else the language it will understand. So the high level language is reserved for the, means the computer, and also the computer works on the machine language and the high level language. So a computer works on the two digits, that is 0 and 1. Suppose if you want to say something, okay, if you want to save your number, save your name. Suppose you say about rose, the flower rose. You have saved your flower rose, ROSE, in the computer, but the computer will understand as 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 1. So that is the what the computer how understand the language, only 0 and 1, okay. So the data which is being put into the computer is first converted into the 0s and 1s, so the computer can understand it. So we must understand this one, the data whichever what we give, okay, the data whatever, suppose you are typing one alphabet also as A, B, C, D, whatever you are typing it, the computer understands this one 0s to 1s, means 0 second to 1 second per data. Okay, then the smallest chunk of the information which with which a computer can work is known the bit. So what is bit? The smallest chunk of the information, the small information, very small, a tiny information is known as a bit. This can be if an image, if I say. Okay, take an example. If the image is there and you have seen this one, suppose the dot of this means one full stop or dot you see. Okay, on the dot of you, if you want to see the button also of my shirt, this will be a bit, a smallest information. It's very small. You cannot see even this information. This is called what? Bit. A computer language which can be represented by bits is known as a binary language. What is binary language? A computer language which can be represented by bit is known as a binary language. 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. So you see, so many bits are there as a result. When you suppose if you are downloading one file or folder, okay, suppose if you are downloading one file or folder, then suppose if you are downloading one file and folder, then what you will do when you go to download, your data limit is you can understand this one. Your parents has the mobile phone and they get 1 GB or 2 GB per day. Okay, they get per 1 GB or 2 GB per day. Then what happens when they get 1 GB or 2 GB per day? If the data is over and you have already finished all the data, okay, by watching the YouTube videos, then what will happen? You will get one message that you have exhausted all your data. Okay, as a result, what you need to do in that moment is that nothing you need to do, because you have already finished your data. Okay, you cannot enjoy now, you cannot watch the videos. You will see in the app that the speed of the data is 0 KB or 0 B. Okay, that is coming 0 byte. Okay, that is called bits or bytes. Okay, 0 bytes it will come. Means the data is over only. You cannot watch also anything. Okay. Now students, you see that fact zone is there. Okay, that 1024 PB is equal to PB exabyte, 1024 EB is equal to ZB, that is zettabyte, 1024 ZB is equal to YB, yottabyte, 1024 YB is equal to brontobyte, 1024 brontobyte is equal to geocobyte. One geocobyte is the highest memory measuring unit. You must remember this one. Types of the memory is that we have in the computer, we have two types of the memory. Is that primary memory and the secondary memory. We are having two types of memory in the computer, that is primary memory and the secondary memory. So what is primary memory? Okay, the primary memory in the which the data, instruction and the information are stored inside the computer is known as the primary memory. This memory can be directly accessed by the CPU, central processing unit. It is also called internal memory. There are two types of the primary memory, that is RAM and ROM, that is random access memory and read-only memory. So what is primary memory? The memory which is used by the computer, also we are using it, that is called primary memory. Primary memory can be of different types. Okay, and why the primary memory is required? Primary memory is useful in order to get the data or instruction into the computer. Okay, suppose there are two types of memory which is mentioned in your book, is the RAM and ROM. Okay, so what is RAM? RAM means random access memory and ROM means read-only memory. So the random access memory or means, you see, you can access it, you can open it, you can read it. Okay, if you want, suppose your pen drive, you say, one example I will give you. If your pen drive, you say, you can save the data, you can bring films or games, you can bring the videos also, you can bring the music also in it. Okay, you can give it to someone, they can delete that one and give you some new videos or new films. Okay, so another example, if you say, there are some pen drives or the you can say CD drives. If you get that one, you cannot delete that one. Like for example, a book company is providing, now book companies are providing their cassettes. If you pay that the cassette, then you will watch all the lessons in that cassettes. Suppose you want to delete that one and save something song in that what called cassette. Now you cannot do that because that is only ROM, that is read-only memory. You can only read it, but you cannot delete it. That is a fix. The memory is always fixed there. Means once the memory is copied, you cannot delete that one. Read only. Okay, only you need to read it, you cannot delete it, you cannot erase it. That is called read-only memory. So next is what? RAM and ROM I have given, make you understand, but I need to read that one. Okay, when the computer system is on, okay, when the computer system is on, that you see the RAM and the computer system is on, the CPU accesses the data in random manner. Okay, so the CPU loads the working data into the RAM from the permanent storage device. So as the computer is off, the stored data and the instruction disappear from the RAM. This kind of temporary memory, which is also loses its data power, is off, known as a volatile memory. RAM is also called the read-write memory. You can read information and also write information. Suppose you see I am giving someone film, or I am giving some informations or videos I am giving on education only. I am making the video and I am recording it, okay, and I am giving it to someone. In the between, the electricity will go. So what will happen? The information what I am giving to that person is already lost. Okay, it will not be completed. As a result, it is a read-only memory, random access memory. It is now in the random access memory, the data or the information which we give, it may be lost also. Okay, it may be lost also because of the electricity failure. You need to understand that one. But read-only memory, that is ROM. Okay, ROM is the memory that resides on the motherboard. It can be only be read. Okay, now RAM is of this type and ROM is of this type. You see RAM and ROM. Okay, you see the RAM and ROM. Understood? You see the RAM and the ROM. So RAM is of now you can see this actually these things are inside the CPU. You will see that chip. Okay, one chip will be there in the CPU. You can see that. So ROM is the memory that resides on the motherboard. It can only be read. That is why it is known as a ROM. That is read-only memory. The data and the instruction are stored into the ROM even if the computer system is switched off. Okay, so this kind of storage memory is known as a non-volatile memory. Now it is writable and the erasable ROMs are also available. Programmable read-only memory, ROM. Later on we will know this all. But let us understand the ROM. ROM, it is saying that in the first paragraph it is told that suppose you have installed one application, it will save into the ROM, that is read-only memory. Suppose the computer, while you are playing game or something, and the computer became switched off, do you think that that particular computer means the data will be lost? Now the data of this computer will not be lost. So I was saying about the ROM, that is read-only memory, and little it got interrupted. So I was saying that ROM, you can read the memory. Suppose you are saving any kind of application, and that application you want to save it, it will go and it will save to where? ROM, that is read-only memory. And you are playing game and suddenly your computer got switched off, or it became log off, it became off, or it became shut down, electricity went away. Do you think that the computer's game will be went away? No, it will not go. It will be stored only. Okay, the computer game will be stored into the ROM, that is read-only memory. So from this example, we can know that the ROM memory is not lost. It is fixed, but whereas RAM memory can be lost. If what the information you have done, whatever you have done, it may be lost also. Okay, so that is ROM. Now it comes about ROM, that is a programmable read-only memory. It is used for the reading informations. Okay, the information can be changed after recording. Erasable programmable read-only memory, EEPROM. The data in the ROM can be erased easily under using the ultraviolet light. Electricity erasable programmable read-only memory, EEPROM, is the now data can be erased using electrical signals with the help of this ROM. Now what is PROM, EEPROM and EEPROM? Okay, so we need to understand this one, that PROM, EEPROM and EEPROM. So PROM means the programmable read-only memory. It is used for reading, recording information, and the information cannot be changed after recording. Suppose if you have recorded any, suppose if you say about the video only I am recording, the recording is going on now, and later on I want to make changes in that video, I cannot make it. Means what? If suppose in the middle somebody came from the door and it disturbed me, I cannot cut that point. Okay, so that is a disadvantage of it. It cannot be while recording the information, it cannot be erased. Once the recorded information cannot be deleted also. So you see the erasable programmable read-only memory. The data in the ROM can be erased easily using UV rays, that is ultraviolet rays. Okay, the ultraviolet rays are used in order to erase the memory, but you must know that sometime while using the ultraviolet rays onto the EEPROM, what happens, the computer, this type of memory gets spoils. Okay, that now EEPROM, now electrically erasable programmable read-only memory, EEPROM, the data can be erased using electrical signals with the help of this ROM. Now in this type of memory, what happens, the data, whatever the data you have given into the ROM, readable memory, this can be erased with the help of the electrically, okay, that is electric signals. Now you understood about this, okay. So we will go with the secondary memory. Secondary memory will cover the primary memory, is the internal memory, but it is limited storage capacity. However, secondary memory is the external memory and it stores the program and data for the future reference and uses. It is known as auxiliary memory. So you must know this one, that first we read that primary memory, which is inside the computer or which is inside the CPU, okay, which is inside your laptop, you cannot take out and you can use. But whereas the secondary memory can be used, okay, we can carry it anywhere. The auxiliary, before time when it was there, that there was a cassette was there. Cassette, we were storing all the data and information into the cassette, but the cassette memory was very less. People were using DVD, okay, in order to store large amount of data. But now it is DVD. Now people are using the pen drive. So the primary memory is the internal memory, but it is limited storage capacity. Yes, the primary memory that which is there, the first which we get, the computer's memory which is there, it is a limited storage. It is a very less amount of storage is there for this reason. Nowadays people are using the secondary memory. They are buying like 1 TB of the pen drive, 1 TB of the hard disks, okay, 256 GB pen drive, okay, 128 GB pen drive, 64 GB pen drive. But these are all external devices which we are bringing from outside and fixing into the computer with the help of the USB. It works differently from the primary memory. It is not directly accessible by the CPU and non-volatile. So the secondary or the external storage has much larger storage capacity. While we are using the auxiliary memory, the secondary memory is also called auxiliary memory. And why we are storing data into the auxiliary memory is that the reason is that the auxiliary memory has a higher capacity of the storage, and the storage which we are storing is stored for the long time also. Okay, so for this reason, thus we are using the auxiliary memory. The auxiliary memory or the secondary memory or the USB, cassette, CD, these are very famous. People are using even. Okay, hard disks if you say. Okay, hard disks. Okay, if you say about hard disks help us to store large amount of the data. A hard disk consists of the one or more magnetic platters, okay, which are sealed inside the case. The hard disk is usually installed inside the computer system unit. Though there are removable or external hard disks are also available, the hard disk can be stored a large amount of the data such as 320 GB, 500 GB, 1 TB or even more. So you see, these hard disks are nowadays very famous because the people are using hard disks in order to store a large amount of the data. If they want to store the large amount of the data, they are even using the hard disks. The hard disk nowadays is available. Before time the hard disk was available, like it was very small amount. 132 GB was also there. Now later on 320 GB is available, 500 GB available, 1 TB, 2 TB, 3 TB, 4 TB, 5 TB, 8 TB is available even. So the hard disk is able to store the larger amount of the data in a greater space. Okay, you can, and that is also for the long time. So see, the students I have already came up to hard disk. I will be teaching you from CD-ROM in the next class. I will be stopping my video. My time duration is going to be over. Today's session part 1 I will be doing up to this much only, and the next class you will be getting the part 2 from the CD-ROM, and I will also do the revision of the chapter. Then the next class we will be getting the question answers. Till then, that take care, thank you, bye bye, and also study well. And though it is a pandemic time, but you are getting all the facilities in your home, and we are also working very hard to give you all the facilities. Okay, thank you.